Sorry, just hopping on a few minutes early to make sure all of my tech is working. Let's find us. Hi, Christine. Looks like you're the first one on. Hi, Tasha. If you ladies could let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. If everything looks good. Hi, Yeleen. Yeleen, that's a pretty name. That is a pretty name. Okay, guys, if you're on, just comment, say hi, let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. If you need me to adjust anything, hi, Tasha. Thank you for sprinkling. You are always so sweet. So sweet. And I'm just going to share this in our Create with Paper Sweeties group in case some people get a notification over there that we're live. That's Bailey. Mommy caved in and gave her one of the bones because my husband is on an important conference call and he can't have her out and barking. He's like, keep her quiet. I'm like, I'm going live. So, come here. You want to say hi? Come here. So I caved in and I gave her one of the bones. Hi, Nikki. Like I said, I wasn't going to anymore. I caved in. I'm such a softie. Oh my gosh, she has me wrapped around her little paw. She's so loud. Okay, shared to our Create group. We still have 2 more minutes. I don't want to get started before my time. I want to make sure I give the designer before me time to finish her project. And then after me, you guys, is, let me pull up the graphic. After me is, at 1 o'clock, will be Jenny with Colossal Creations. So when I finish at 1, you guys hop over to Jenny's page. She'll be sharing something super cute. So everyone can hear me and see me okay? What's everyone doing today? What you working on? I did some prep for this project last night, as you guys know. Hi, Michelle, how are you? You guys know I'm getting ready for that large holiday vendor event next Saturday. So I have about 8.5 days left to finish. So I'm wrapping up my fake bake stuff because it has to have a good week to dry. And I'm going to be switching over to do some painting of those cute little wood kits that I have. The little Santas and Mrs. Claus and the gnomes and the farm trucks with the little inserts. I probably have 3 weeks worth of painting that I'm going to try to condense into 1 week. Hi, Lydia. How are you? If you guys could just help me, because you know when I start creating, I get engrossed in my project and lose track of time. So I have 1 hour. I have to be off by 1 o'clock. So if anyone is going to hang with me until the end, if you guys could just help me out. Okay, 12 o'clock. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, I'm going to the show alone. Yeah, Friday is set up, and then Saturday and Sunday is the show. So I'll be there alone. Hi, Annette. Hi, Penny. All right, so I am sure you guys have seen these adorable little stand mixers that have been popping up. Okay, thank you, Lydia. Thank you so much. Lydia's gonna be my clock watcher. You have seen these stand mixers popping up. Hi, Jenny. I just shared and sprinkled about you. You're up after me. Popping up all over, all different kinds of applications. So super cute. I found a few at my Dollar Tree, and I picked a few up. Hi, Jan. How are you? And we're going to create with this today. Hi, Maricela. Hi, everyone. Thank you, friends. Thank you, everyone, for sprinkling. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I prepped some stuff. I picked 2 of them up, and I made one in full yesterday, so I would have my design. Hey, Jen. How are you? I got your text. I was just going live, so I couldn't reply. And yes, I remember Rob is stopping by to pick up your order. Okay, so you can just push in the tabs and pop the top off, which will make it a lot easier to work with the bottom if you pop the top off, okay? All right, so I took a toilet paper roll. You could use paper towel. You could use the insides from the deco mesh ribbon, any kind of ribbon. Hi, Paula, welcome. And we're just gonna use it as filler to build up our little mixer so we don't have to waste a lot of clay building that up. So many of you know that. Some of you that are new may not. So, you know, clay is a little bit more on the expensive side where you just don't want to waste it. You don't want to waste it. So if you could use recycled things from your house as filler in your projects, go for it. All right, so I put some on the paper towel roll and then some inside the mixer. Pop that in. Hi, Dewey, how are you? Hi, Miss Kim, welcome. We're making something super cute. Hi, Lisa Joy, with this adorable aqua stand mixer I got from the toy aisle at my Dollar Tree. I picked up a couple. I've been seeing everyone creating super adorable things with these mixers. And you guys know I have my show coming up a week from Saturday, my large holiday vendor event that I have just been crazed the past couple weeks getting ready for. I'm so tired. I can't wait until it's over. Like all things, guys, next weekend will come and go and we will just move on. And I just hope that people think my things are cute and I can sell a few of them so I don't have to bring them all back home. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do because I have so much. All right, so I traced the top of the mixer on a piece of scrap cardboard, cut out the circle, and then you just hot glue that on top of your paper towel roll that's inside, and voila, you have instant filler that costs $0, okay? All right, so next, she wants another bone. Oh my gosh, I have my sidekick in here with me, and she is just acting like a spoiled, rotten puppy. Oh, Jen, I appreciate that very much. Hi, Miss Pam, how are you? Hi, Jane Ann, welcome. All right, so now I'm gonna take some gingerbread clay. This is gingerbread from the Primitive Pumpkin from my shop. You guys know I have started carrying Sue's gorgeous clay, and I love it so much. Okay, let me back up. I'm going to take some Original Ailings tacky glue. Hi, Stacy, welcome. Hi, friends. If I missed anyone, I'm just gonna say a blanket hi right now because I'm looking up and looking down and I don't want anyone to think that I missed saying hi. Thank you so much to everyone for joining me today. And thank you to Kim for organizing these amazing events for all of us creators, and very appreciative of her extending an invitation to me to join all the other amazing creators and share something a little fun today. So thank you. Thank you to everyone. All right, so I'm just adding a little Original Aleen's tacky glue on top of that cardboard, because you guys, as you know, wet clay sticks to wet clay, but wet clay needs a little help sticking to other surfaces. And I'm letting the glue come over a little bit on that white edge of the mixer, you guys. Just to give it a little extra insurance, extra sticking power. Oh, thank you. You popped on at 9 o'clock. That's the middle of the night for me, Michelle. Hi, Tammy. You guys know I'm a night owl. I most nights don't go to bed before 1 o'clock. I'm not a morning person. I'm more of a night person. And I stayed in here in my craft room last night until probably 9:30 last night, working on this project, creating the other one, and prepping some stuff for this, so I could try to get this done in an hour. I don't know. I don't have confidence that I'm going to get it done. But I do have the other one that I completed in full, so I'll at least be able to show you if I'm close to the end of finishing. Come 1 o'clock, I'll at least be able to show you what my finished project's going to look like. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, so I didn't roll it out. You saw I just rough formed a lumpy bumpy circle with my hand, because I want this to look like the dough in the mixer, the dough that our Gingie is mixing up. So I'm going to put it on. Yes, Jenny. Yep. Yep, you can go watch the replay. So then I'm pushing it down. So all the clay covers all of those edges where you see the cardboard and the glue. And then because the clay is wet, I'm gonna manipulate it some. So I'm gonna pull some up on the top to make it look like peaks in the dough. And then I'm gonna use my finger to pull some down to look like drips. And again, that will help you seal the edge between your clay and the little plastic mixer. These are so cute, you guys. It was $5 at the Dollar Tree in the toy aisle. And this turns, you guys, so you don't have to try to stick your finger in there to get it to look how you want it to look. You can just turn it all the way around. The wet clay is so yummy. It is behaving wonderfully for me and letting me do drips. And you see now that whole edge is covered. It looks super cute. And then I'm gonna take my very fancy, expensive ball tool, 3 for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and just kind of manipulate the clay a little bit more on the top. Make some peaks and valleys to make it look like our Gingie worked really hard making her gingerbread cookie dough for her holiday cookies. She's making cookies for Santa. And then we're going to set this aside and work on the top of the mixer. And then when we put the top of the mixer back onto the stand, I will add a little super glue where these little beaters stick into the clay. Okay, I think that's probably good. I think that's probably good. But you see how I just kind of just moved the ball tool around to help smooth out any wrinkles or rough edges and create like a peak in the center for your beaters to stick in when you add them back on. So that looks cute, like gingerbread cookie dough. Okay? Hi, Triple A. How are you? Welcome. All right, so we're gonna hop over and work on our mixer. So I went back and forth how I wanted to decorate the top of this. But in the end, I decided to go a little bit simpler than some ideas I was finding like on Pinterest. And it will stand for you too, guys. So what I'm going to do is, again, go back and take some of my original Aleene's Tacky Glue, and we're going to go around. We're going to go around the rim of the mixer with some drip. And I did these last night. All it is white foam clay that I cut out with a drip cookie cutter from See My 3D Prints. We're gonna add the glue onto the back and add it to our mixer. And I am using just the regular Aleene's because we're adding it to the back and you will never see it. I don't have to worry about it drying clear for sprinkles and glitter and such. And again, I'm adding the glue because we're adding, I'll make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. You guys know I'm notorious for that. I just create and, hi Tisha. Hi, I'm Snowcrafty. You guys know I create and I don't look up. I'm just looking down. So yell at me, you guys, if you can't see. Yell at me through the computer screen. All right, so I'm just spreading my glue out on the back. I'm not gonna be super fussy with it because it is on the back. It's not like it's on the front where I'm gonna be adding sprinkles or glitter or any goodies. But I want it kind of evenly spread out. You don't want any major lumps or bumps. And I did cut out 3 of these little drips, and we're not gonna need, hi Cece, how are you? We're not gonna need all of them. So the last one will be cutting a little bit of it off. All right, so this is why it's helpful to take your top off the mixer, because when you get started, you can kind of lay it down. I'm looking at my other one to just see where I started this drip. Right kind of where the white line meets the blue line on the mixer is kind of where I'm laying mine down. And then I'm just gonna carefully, because the clay is still very wet, kind of pat it down a little because I want to make sure I have good adhesion between that wet clay. Hi Nina, welcome. Hello to everyone. I want to make sure I have good adhesion between the wet clay and our plastic toy mixer. Okay. Then I'll take another piece that I cut out last night of the white foam clay drip, and we're going to rinse and repeat. I'm going to add some glue onto the back of my drip, just a little. You don't have to go crazy. Spread it out. You hear her chewing her bone? Can you guys hear her? She's a happy little camper behind me. She's so spoiled. She's so spoiled, you guys. She's so smart. She's a toy poodle. Poodles are smart little dogs, but we say all the time, she's too smart for her own good. She has us wrapped around her little paw. Okay, now's where it's gonna get a little trickier. When I did my first one, I had it connected to this stand because now you don't wanna lay your mixer down on the wet clay because the clay is wet and it will mash it down and leave an impression. So you just have to get a little creative with your, just hold it. Got a little glue on my mixer. I have a wet baby wipe here right next to me. I always, when I'm designing, keep wet baby wipes. Woo, say that 3 times quick. Right next to me to clean anything off. All right, so right where they meet, you guys, I'm going in there. I'm making sure I push them together. I'm working that seam out a little. We're gonna cover the drip with sprinkles, so I'm not going to be super duper concerned about hiding that seam because it will be covered with sprinkles. Most importantly, I just want to make sure that my 2 pieces of clay are married together, that they're touching, because as the foam clay dries, it's going to shrink and I don't want it to shrink and separate. So you just want to make sure that those 2 pieces where you joined them are pushed together really good. And then again, I'm just going in and lightly pressing on that whole piece that we just added, okay? And I love the Primitive Pumpkin foam clay, you guys, because I keep saying it's a soft, firm, which seems so silly to say it's soft and firm, but it is. It's soft, so you can manipulate it very easily when you apply it, but it's firm too. But it's not overly firm, and it's not overly soft or wet like some others could be. All right, so this is the piece that we're going to have to cut a little bit of it off at the end. So, just taking my scissors and I'm gonna do a rough cut right there. I think I will have to cut more than that off, but for now, just to get started, again, add your glue, spread it out, and then we're gonna apply it to our mixer. And then the fun part begins, you guys. Then we can start adding all the yummy sprinkles and glitter and making this super duper adorable. And you guys make it your own. You can add as little or as much as you want. You can take my ideas, spin them, do your own thing, do exactly how I did it. I get tickled when I make something and someone thinks it's cute enough that they want to make it for themselves. I mean, that just tickles me. I get so happy. Like when someone wants to buy, hi Gloria, hi Patricia. When someone wants to buy something I made, I get so excited. Okay guys, so now we're gonna add this piece onto that last one that we just added. And I'm going to mush them together again to make sure those 2 pieces of clay are touching one another, so when it dries, they don't separate. That would be a no bueno. No bueno. Okay. you see that's where I cut it off. And I'm just gonna wiggle it in there so it meets up with the beginning of the first piece. And then again, I'm mashing those two pieces together. I'm not worried about my seam because it's not gonna be seen. We're gonna cover this with sprinkles. I'm gonna add something really cute on the end, and you're never gonna see the seams. It's not like if y'all were creating a character and you have to be a little bit fussier with making sure that you get rid of all your seams. All right, and I'm going around one more time, just pushing it down with my fingers to make sure that clay all the way around is touching the mixer, okay? Super cute. Hi, Nadine. Oh, Jane Ann, you are very sweet, and ditto, right back at you. I love watching you create too. Okay, guys, now comes the fun part. Now we can do some decorating. So I'm gonna get my sprinkle tray and bring it over here. And we're gonna start off with this little mix I got from my friend Jamie over at Glam Candy Boutique. It's just called Candy Shop. And this is, you guys that were watching last week and I was making the Gingie charcuterie boards, this is one of the mixes I was using on those. So all of my stuff will kind of coordinate in my little booth for the show. All right, now I'm switching to the clear tacky glue. And I'm gonna go all the way around, all the way around. And I'm gonna concentrate on the top of the drip because the drip is so narrow. Maybe I don't necessarily want it to go and cover all of the drip, but because it is so narrow, it might be a little hard. We'll see, we'll see. I'm looking at my other one. A little bit of the drip parts are showing from the one I made last night, but to me, it looks like it's mostly covered with sprinkles, which that's okay too. That's okay too. You guys know I love me my sprinkles. So I am just smoothing out that glue to make sure we don't have any lumps or bumps or drips, and making sure it's just on the drip. I don't want necessarily any of it on our mixer, and I'm concentrating on those seams, making sure I have a very good amount of glue where those seams are on the entire seam, because like I said, I want my sprinkles to cover and hide the seam. All right, we will go around the front edge and a little bit onto the back. And again, just smooth it out. Get rid of any clumps. And I'm making sure I get on that top edge too, you guys, because I want sprinkles there. Happy Halloween Day. This is our first Halloween in our new house. So I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea how many trick-or-treaters we're gonna get. And I'm so fearful I'm gonna run out of candy. But what can you do? I mean, I went, I bought, I made all my little bags up. That's all you can do. When I run out, we'll just shut the lights off and go inside. And I will go back to my craft room and start painting wood kits. I will go live from my show next weekend, so you guys can actually see the fruit of all my labors over these past several weeks. You guys have hung out with me and watched me create a lot of my projects for the show. So I will go live so you guys can see how everything turned out. Okay, I'm back to the beginning. That was super quick and easy. And now the fun begins. So you take your sprinkles, and I'm gonna get my little pointy tool, because you know how sprinkles are, they have a mind of their own. And then after you sprinkle them on, you're gonna have to, oh, okay, Tammy, yeah. You're gonna have to go back in and wiggle some of them around. Some of them are standing up straight. Some of them you're gonna have to poke off because there might be too many in one spot. You're gonna have to finesse them a little bit. Wiggle them around. Something on the end. Looks like some dried glue. Just wiggle them around. This is a cute mix. It has little presents, peppermint candies, candy canes, little cookies. So I feel this was the perfect mix for this little project. Do you hear her? Do you hear her? Do you hear her? She's so busy. She's so happy. It's like giving a baby a pacifier. Totally. That's totally. By giving her the bone during my live, it's just appeasing her. So she's not carrying on. She's so spoiled. So spoiled. She's 7.5 pounds, you guys. Hi, Maritza. And my husband says all the time, there's a lot of dog in that 7 pounds. She's very animated. She's 7 years old, so she's not even a puppy anymore. Jen, you want a bag of gingerbread clay? I can add that to your order. Jen is my neighbor. We live about 10 minutes away from each other, so, and we love all the same craft things. She crochets, I crochet. She's starting to do fake bakes, so we'll start doing fake bakes together. And her husband probably hates me because I'm her supplier. I'm her supplier. Okay. I'm almost back to the beginning where we started with our glue, laying down all of our sprinkles. Making sure they're all behaving. Yes, yes. Jen and I are so happy that we found each other. I was helping out part-time at a local gift shop, and she was coming in as a shopper, and we just got to talking and found out we had so much in common. And we're both originally from the Northeast, so we have that in common too. And then, you know, we crochet together, and now we're going to be doing fake bake together. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. She knows I've been just crazy busy the past 3-4 weeks ever since I got in the show, and I keep promising her as soon as I get through this show, we will get together. So I got you, girl. I got you, girl. All right, so now I'm going to take some of the pink jimmies. I think these are the bubblegum jimmies from my shop. Dump them out on my sprinkling tray, and then we're going to re-sprinkle. You guys know I love me my sprinkles, and that's why I went a little bit easier with that chunky mix because I knew I'm going to add a few more sprinkle mixes. We want it to be really chunky and full and adorable. And again, just go around. This one you don't have to be as fussy because these are just jimmies. So it's not like you have to turn any of the pieces around if they're not laying the correct way. They're just jimmies. But I do want to get any out that are sticking under my drip. Misbehaving. Like Bailey. I mean, she's being good now, but it's because I bribed her with a bone. Yep. And because you have a lot more of that glue covered now, you can kind of just use your hand to lay those jimmies down. Where you don't have to be so concerned about getting glue all over your fingers. It's looking good, you guys. It's looking yummy. Okay. Back to the beginning. Are you all done with your bone? I hear you back there. I hear you. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go with my hand around and make sure those are all pushed in. Got one right there. Okay, so, oh, my husband is done with his call. I'm gonna let her out. Okay, come. Okay. That one right there. All right, so what are you guys thinking so far? It's looking yummy. Okay, I'm gonna carefully set this down. Get these guys back in the hot tub with their friends. And then I have one more sprinkle, one more color of jimmies. I'm going to add some white. So if there are any other little areas of glue still remaining, they will stick to the final little areas. Okay, so those are the pink ones. They're either cotton candy or bubble gum. And these are the marshmallow jimmies from the Paper Sweeties shop. And again, we're gonna just do the same thing. Go around, and I'm going slower now because there's less glue sticking out. Most of the glue is covered. Pink one there that I missed. So I'm going a little bit slower and more deliberate with how I'm adding them because there's not that much glue left. Tap it. You guys, this looks so yummy. How fun is that? So fun. And then I'm carefully going to go around, push them into the glue so everyone behaves. 2. Hi, Georgiana. Thank you, Tasha. Oh, welcome. Hi, Sam. How are you? All right, let's get these white jimmies out of our way. Because you probably thought I was done, but I'm not. If you guys follow me, you know I am the sprinkle queen. I love me some sprinkles and glitter. it back in the hot tub. All right, get these out of the way. And then I love using this, you guys, because it's a real chunky glitter. It's Flora Craft Diamond Dust. It actually is crushed glass, so you have to be a little bit careful when you work with it because it is crushed glass. It's not just manufactured glitter, it's crushed glass. So I'm going to sprinkle that liberally all over our drip. And any little nooks and crannies of glue that is left remaining is going to capture that diamond dust, and it's just gonna be sparkly and fun. Okay. And I get that from Michael's, you guys. It's the only place that I have found it, and it's usually in the floral section. Can you see? I can see the camera's picking up it a little as I turn it, the little sparkle. It just added some nice sparkle. Okay. Go ahead and get this carefully without making too much of a mess. Carefully get this back in the hot tub. Most of it, at least. Okay. How we doing? 20 minutes. Okay. All right, so next, what do I want to do next? Next, we're going to, I'm just trying to think how I did it last night. We're gonna go ahead and put the top of the mixer back onto the base. And these just push in and out. And then you just pop it back into position until you hear it snap, okay? Then I'm gonna take some super glue. And I just want to put a little bit of super glue where those mixers are into the clay here, which is a little bit tricky. I'm just going to pull it up a little. And each little mixer is a little bit different. Like last night when I was doing this with the other mixer, you guys, it was giving me more give. This one is not. But I just want to stick a little super glue in there so as the foam clay dries, it's gonna stay stuck right there where the little beaters are and not have a chance of coming apart, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna put a little bit under this second little one too. And it's okay if your super glue is showing because we're gonna cover it with more glitter. Of course we are, of course we are. That is silly to think that we wouldn't, okay? All right, so some of this glass glitter fell on my desk. Let me go ahead and get it back in the tray. I try to be very careful with this, you guys, because you see I do have a little dog. And I try to be super careful when I'm working with this Flora Craft glitter because I don't want to take the chance of her getting any of this on her paws, licking her paws, because it is glass. It is crushed glass. So you just have to be mindful if you have pets, okay? But the effect is beautiful. All right, so now I'm gonna go back and take some more of my clear tacky glue, and we're gonna add it to our cookie dough, okay? And I'm just gonna spread it. I'm gonna add it, and then I'm gonna spread it all around. Just gonna spread it out. Carefully, because remember your clay is still wet. So you wanna be a little bit careful. Not to push too hard with your brush, because you don't want to depress any of your little fluffy mounds that we made with the ball tool. You want to keep everything really fluffy and soft and pretty up top. What do you guys think so far? Who's gonna run out to Dollar Tree and get a little stand mixer to make? These would make such cute gifts, you guys, because they're inexpensive. The mixers are $5. And, you know, a little bit of supplies from your crafty stash. They would make such cute, like my mother-in-law collects gingerbreads and she leaves them out all year. She has gingerbread cookies. Oh, Jane Ann, good. Hi, Serena. I can't wait to see yours. Tag me when you make it or when you share it. I want to see yours. It's always fun for me if someone likes something I make. I always love to see their take on it because everyone puts their own little spin on things, doing different colors and different embellishments. So it's always fun. It's always fun. All right, and I didn't go all the way down to the drips of the clay. I kind of stopped short because I just kind of wanted my sprinkles to be on the top of the clay and not down the drips. Okay. Looks like we have that sufficiently covered. And then I'm gonna go back to our Floracraft Diamond Dust and liberally sprinkle. And then you can take your fan brush or a little brush and go back in anywhere where you see you might have some wayward sprinkles or glitter. Okay, guys, how yummy does that look? Look how sparkly it is. I mean, it's such a gorgeous. All the Candyland things that I'm making for my outside, I'm using this Floracraft because it's so super sparkly. And I think when my husband puts the spotlights on the front of the house at night, as people drive by, it's just gonna twinkle. I feel like it's gonna twinkle and be so pretty. Okay, guys. All right, let me get this stuff back in the container, as much of it as I can, so we don't have any accidents. This would be not good. Like I said, this is not like regular glitter, you guys. It is made from crushed glass. So you have to be a little bit careful with it for yourself, working with it, so you don't, you know, if I had just regular glitter on my hands and trying to get it off, I would just rub my hands together. You don't want to do that with this because it'll hurt. It's sharp. And then if you have fur babies, you have to be careful with it falling on the floor. So I will, after this live today, I'm being very careful, but I will go and vacuum my floor. Hi, Carly. How's my Carly? We are making a little toy stand mixer, a Gingie making some cookies. So far we filled the inside with filler. We added our gingerbread cookie dough. We glittered it with Floor Craft glitter. We added foam clay marshmallow fluff drip. And then 3 different kinds of sprinkles, and then some more of the Floor Craft glitter. All right, so let's decorate it and finish. Final steps. So what I did is I grabbed one of my gingerbread cookie cutters because I wanted to put a Gingie on this, but I wanted her, she has a bow, to look like a cookie. So I rolled my gingerbread cookie dough out really thick and then cut it with one of my thick cookie cutters, okay? Because I wanted her to look like a gingerbread cookie, as opposed to the ones I was making the other day on the gumdrops where I was rolling them and making them 3-dimensional. I wanted her to look like a cookie. Okay, so she's very thick. And then I used a mold to add 2 buttons and another mold to add a bow to her hair. Did the icing drip and just rolled some black foam clay for her eyes and some bubblegum foam clay for her little nose, okay? And she looks like a cookie. And then when I was putting this together last night, I realized I grabbed these from Walmart. It comes in a set of 4, and they're in the holiday ornament section. So there's 4 tiny, mini little rolling pins, and I grabbed 2 packs because I wanted, they each say something different, and I wanted the ones that said cookies for this project, okay? So then I realized after I already put this Gingie together, that where I want to put this is right where that one little button is. So I was able to, even though I put it on, I was able to pull it off. So I'm gonna just set that aside. I'll use it for another project, okay? So then with our little mini rolling pin, you're going to want to, well, let's wait on that. Let's do the bow first. So I went to my stash and I had this really pretty gingerbread gingham ribbon. It has glitter and sparkles on it, and the ends have like little chenille on it. So I made a little miniature bow up. The ribbon I got from thecraftoutlet.com. Tasha, you want to make this? You're going to your Walmart? How fun. And then I grabbed a little half of a macaron cookie from my stash and put it in the middle of the bow. So we're going to attach this bow kind of right over here where the mechanism is, because this little toy mixer has a compartment where you could add batteries and it will turn on, but we're not doing that because we're just turning it into a decoration. So I wanted to hide the on-off switch. So we're going to add a bow right there, this pretty bow. And I'm going to do 2 glues. I'm going to use a little bit of super glue onto the fabric portions of my bow. and then a lot of hot glue in the middle, kind of where my zip tie is. And then come back over here, get my placement, and I want to put it right over where those words are, where it says the on off. And I'm gonna hold it. So let's talk amongst ourselves while I hold the bow and let the glue dry. When I added the other bow, I had to go back in and add some more glue. Hi Liz, welcome. Thank you, Carly. Thank you. You know me well enough now that my world revolves around pink and glitter and sprinkles, and I love gingies, and I love aqua too. Okay. 9 minutes. I think we're gonna do it, you guys. I think we're gonna do it. We just have to attach the rolling pin to our Gingie and attach her to our mixer. The trick was prepping the, rolling the white marshmallow fluff clay out and prepping. Okay. That looks like it held. With the one I added to the other one, I had to go back and add more glue. You guys! I mean, that's cute just like that. You could stop. But we're going to add our Gingie. Oh, Carly. Well, you're an enabler too now. I need to go back in and order that you shared with me last night. That's so pretty. That's so cute, you guys. You could totally stop. You could just do that and the sprinkles and the bow and call it done. But we are going to add our Gingie. So I'm going to come in on the back of the rolling pin. Make sure I get my center back. And I'm going to double glue it. So I'm going to add my super glue on both ends. And then I'm going to add some hot glue in the middle. And you can do hot glue when your foam clay is dry, but I wouldn't do just hot glue. I would do, like you just saw, I did both. And we're going to put it right like she's holding it in her hands. Stacy, craftoutlet.com. Jenny from Colossal Creations is up next, Carly. All right, and I'm just holding it there, giving the glue a chance to set before I pick this up. Hi, Deanna, welcome. I'm gonna order some too, Carly. That's so pretty. And I love it that it's like clear iridescent, so whatever color you put it over, it takes on that color. You guys, who's so cute? Who's so cute? Those little mini rolling pins are the perfect size for my Gingie cookie cutter that I had. And I did her really thick. Glitter Makes It, Stacy. Glitter Makes It is where I get most all of my glitter from. They have great prices. If you sign up for their newsletter, they'll send you 30% off coupons. And they have amazing glitters. So it sounds like I've turned Carly on too. Okay, so I'm just getting my placement of where I need to add glue. And again, you guys, I am going to double glue. I'm going to go around with my super glue. And then add some hot glue, because I am going to be selling this and I want it to stay glued. I don't want it to pop off. Of course, my glue stick just ran out. Okay. And then come on in with your Gingie onto your mixer. Add her in. I'm gonna hold her. Let it set. Yes, Miss Pam. They have the prettiest, they have such a variety. And from all the places that I've seen, they have the prettiest glitters ever. Such unique colors and mixes. And they have sprinkles too. They have sprinkles too. And then they have a customer group, GMI Superstars, it's called. Glitter Makes It Superstars, GMI Superstars, that you could join and share your projects that you make using their glitters. So, yes, sign up for the newsletter, Stacy, so you get the 30% off discount coupon. They send it, at least I get it, almost every week I get one, so. Okay, you guys. I'm so proud of myself that I finished in the 1 hour time spot that I was allotted. And now I have 2 more items finished for my craft show next Saturday. How much would you charge for these, you guys? The mixers were $5. And then probably a couple more dollars of supplies. Super glue, hot glue, tacky glue, white foam clay, gingerbread foam clay, ribbon, cabochon, glitter, sprinkle, 3 different kinds of sprinkles. How much would you guys charge at a show? Thank you, Lisa Joy. Thank you, Jane Ann. Gotcha, Michelle and Pam. Yeah, Lydia, I was thinking, especially on the first day, because the first day I'm gonna set my prices, and then whatever I have left the second day, I'm going to do a 10% off everything in the booth. So, yeah. Yep, that's what I was thinking, Jane Ann. That was the price in my head. I'm going to do $35 on Saturday. Yep. This ribbon, you guys, and the reason, this ribbon was $25 for the 1 roll. Yeah. Because it's fabric. It has the chenille. It has the glitter. I'm pretty sure it was $20 or $25, and it was a gigantic roll. So this is very expensive ribbon. I only used a little, but still, it's a little of a very expensive ribbon. And then the Flora Craft Diamond Dust glitter is more expensive than a regular, like a super fine or chunky glitter. Exactly, Jane Ann. If it comes to be noon on Saturday or 1 o'clock on Saturday, I could put my 10% off sign out. If things are not selling, but I've gone to the show as a shopper the past 2 years, and it's cuckoo crazy. They get like 10,000 people that come through, and I only have these 2. So it's super unique, and I only have 2 of them. I don't have time to make any more. So $8, it can't be the same ribbon. It can't be the same ribbon. Or maybe it wasn't the same size roll. Maybe it wasn't the same amount of yards. And it doesn't say on here. 2.5 by 10 yards. I'm only going to do one at a time, AAA, because I only have 1 6-foot table, and then I'm going to try to sneak in another 2x4, 2-foot by 4-foot table that I'm going to bring. And my booth is only 8x6. It's teeny tiny. We're going to be jammed in there. Jammed in there. All right, guys, thank you so much for everyone that popped on and joined me. If you're watching on the replay, please leave me a little comment. #replay so I know you were here and I can say hi. Any questions? Leave me a comment or feel free to private message me. That is my little Gingie cookie stand mixer. She's making her cookies to leave out for Santa Claus. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maricela. Yeah, it's a really good show. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.